Are you thinking about making a move to Long Island in 2026? One of the first questions that you're probably going to have are, what are the best places to live? And I'm here today to help you out with that. And I'll be honest with you, Long Island is not one of those places where there's just one or two good areas. There are a lot of great towns here, but they're very different from each other. So instead of just giving you a random list, I'm going to walk you through 5 of the best places, in my opinion, to live on Long Island right now in 2026, based on things like demand, lifestyle, location, and what I'm actually seeing from the buyers in the market here. And I'll also explain who each area is best for, because that's really what matters, right? Of course, this is all my own opinion from my own experience. So let's start with the first one. Number 1 is going to be the Kensington Great Neck area in Nassau County. So this area has been getting a lot of attention recently, and for good reason. Okay. Kensington was actually ranked the #1 place to live in all of New York for 2026, and Nassau County in general. It dominated a lot of those top rankings. Now, from a lifestyle standpoint, this area is very appealing. If you want to be close to the city, you have a relatively quick commute into Manhattan, strong housing demand, and a more established suburban feel. So the trade-off here is going to be the price, right? The price is not cheap. This is one of the more expensive parts of Long Island, but for people who want that proximity to the city with the suburban setup, this is a top tier option. Number 2 is going to be Garden City. Garden City is one of those places that just consistently comes up no matter what market we're in. It's very well known, very established, and it has a really strong sense of community. You've got a walkable downtown, access to Long Island Railroad, a very clean, organized feel. And then you got Roosevelt Field Mall not far away. It's a huge mall, a lot of shopping. I love shopping. My wife loves shopping. A little bit too much shopping. She likes to shop a little bit too much. I digress. Okay. It kills my pockets because she likes to shop so much. But anyway, from a real estate standpoint, this is also one of those areas. Also, she shops too much for my kids. My kids shop too much. But shifting areas, this area tends to hold value well because buyers are always looking there. The downside again is going to be the pricing. This is not an entry-level market, but for people, who are looking for stability and convenience, it's really a strong option. Number 3 is going to be Huntington, New York, really close area to me. This one gives you a completely different vibe. Huntington is one of the most well-rounded towns on Long Island. You've got a really active downtown, tons of restaurants, nightlife, parks, access to work, great pizza, great cheeseburgers. By the way, I love cheeseburgers. It's an obsession of mine. And pizza too. I eat pizza too much, and it's because of my kids. Anyway, let me focus. Right, it's also one of the few places on Long Island, where you get a mix of everything, right? You got more affordable homes, you've got, the mid-range suburban homes, and you've got higher end properties, right? It can be very expensive, very luxury, right? That flexibility is a big reason why Huntington continues to be one of the most popular areas going into the year 2026. So if you're someone who wants a balance of lifestyle, you like entertainment, and you like options, Huntington's a great place to look. You got the boat life over there. I love, getting on some boats. I love boating and stuff like that. Great area for that. Number 4 is going to be Massapequa, Massapequa Park area. This is really interesting because it hits a sweet spot for a lot of buyers. It's a very hot town. You've got the suburban feel. You've got the access to the beautiful beaches, and you're still relatively well connected for the community, right? Massapequa Park, fun fact, was actually ranked as one of the top places to live in New York, the state, okay? Which shows how strong the demand is there. Houses are flying off the market there. And what I see a lot in this area is buyers who want a neighborhood feel. They want access to the water and something that feels a little more affordable, than the North Shore. Long Island, the North Shore is a little bit more expensive than the South Shore, generally speaking. It's not cheap, right? It's not a cheap area, but compared to some of the higher end Nassau areas, it's definitely more achievable, more accessible, more affordable. Okay, number 5 is going to be Stony Brook. Now, I love Stony Brook. It's a great area. Okay, now we're moving out into Suffolk County, which is further east on Long Island, so we're moving further away from the city. Stony Brook has been getting more attention recently and actually ranked as one of the top places to live in Suffolk County for 2026. Okay, this area gives you a more laid-back suburban type of feel. You're gonna get a lot more bigger lot sizes, more space. The neighborhoods are very quiet, and it's home to Stony Brook University, which adds a different type of energy to the area. We got the kids and stuff like that, So this is a great option for people who don't need to be right next to the city, right? They want more space and are okay trading commute time for lifestyle. So this is something that's really important to understand. I just want to throw it out there. There's no one size fits all, right? When it comes to the best place to live on Long Island, it's because every single one of these areas is going to come with trade-offs, right? Closer to New York City, higher prices, bigger lot size, more space, longer commute. Is it more affordable? You might sacrifice convenience, right? And that's why I always tell people, don't just chase a random list. Start with, okay, most important thing, start with your budget, start with your commute, start with your lifestyle, and then find the areas that align, okay, with that. And one more thing that I think is worth mentioning, Long Island is still one of the strongest sellers markets in the country right now as we speak, which means demand is high and inventory is still relatively tight, okay, compared to the rest of the country, which says a lot about how much people actually want to live here, right? So when you find the right area in the right house, you want to be ready to act, right? You got to have the right strategy in place. Very important. You got to know how to win these houses. And at the end of the day, Long Island has a lot to offer. Whether you want something closer to the city, you want something near the water or further out or more space, these are great options. You just need to find the one that really fits your situation. So are you thinking about moving to Long Island and you need some help? Feel free to reach out, okay? You can reach out to me. My name is Nigel. I'm a realtor in the area. I am a native New Yorker. I've been living here my entire life, and I'd be more than happy to help you out with your home purchase, okay? Feel free to reach out to me. All my information is down below. You can call me, you can text me, you can email me, or you can set up a Zoom consultation, Zoom call. All the information is down below in the description, and I'd be more than happy to help you out. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.